A microphone check. Are we live?
Yeah.
We are live. What's up? What's up? John Melton coming to you live with mylifestyleacademy.com. I've got the Russian Hammer over here, and I've got Kacy and Kylie over there, which is very exciting because this is going to be a jam-packed interview. We're going to have a conversation to help you increase your sales, increase your retention. We're going to help you build an online business, a profitable online business today. This could be, for some of you, life-changing. Does anybody want to have life-changing results in their business? Let me know in the comments. If you don't know me, my name's John Melton. I've been in network marketing now. Actually, next month will be our 19-year anniversary in the profession. You know, we started out in this industry I mean, my wife and I started out just like anybody else. No clue how to market a business, no clue how to build a business like this. In fact, when I got started, I was 20 years old. I was broke, busted, and disgusted. And I was just a hot mess. Saw network marketing, got excited about the concept, worked on myself for a really long time while also implementing and executing everything I possibly could, everything I was learning, taking all out massive action. And after 7 years of riding that roller coaster, we finally went full-time in network marketing, fired our bosses, and been full-time ever since 2008. Can you believe it?
That's crazy.
Full-time in network marketing. And over the last handful of years, 5, 6, 7 years now, we've been building on social media. And these days we teach network marketers and online entrepreneurs how to build their businesses the right way, leveraging social media so they don't have commission breath, so they don't end up in the NFL, no friends left, so they can generate leads, so they can go from average to savage. Anybody else want to go savage? Drop some flame emojis in the comments. Let us know where you're coming in from. Also, I'm just curious, how long have you been in the network marketing profession? Because Kacy and Kylie, who I get the pleasure to interview today, they have an incredible story. Just like myself and Nadya, they started at a very young age and had, you know, the mindset, just like the rest of us, that they wanted to create an additional income stream. They got started so that they could go out there and create something for the long term. I think a lot of us, we get involved in network marketing because we have a reason why we want the additional income. And then eventually you get a little taste of success. You start creating some results and you're like, I could probably do a little more with this. I could probably step it up a notch. How many of us smash the hard button? You're ready to step it up a notch. You're ready to level up in your business. You're ready to get serious. They got serious. And over the last handful of years, getting serious with their business, putting more time and attention into building their personal brand, to doing live videos, to helping their teammates. And this is the thing that's really important here. This is a statistic that blew me away. So they hit one of the elite ranks inside of our company. They just had back-to-back record months, which means their team is crushing it. See, who cares how well you're doing? In network marketing, it doesn't matter how good you're doing. It matters how well your team is doing. How many of us would concur with that? Drop hashtag concur. Anyway, so I'm a little fired up today. So it could be this trusty, smart, happy, delicious coffee. Nadya's sipping on some as well.
In your Paris cup, baby.
I'm in my Paris cup because a year ago we went to Paris today.
Oh.
A year ago today we went to Paris for the first time.
Oh, good.
And Nadya's also over here creating results. But Kacy and Kylie, check out this stat. Kacy and Kylie have 95% of their business, their volume, their production, their organization comes from referral posts. Oh yeah. So we're going to talk about it. Kacy and Kylie, what's up? What's up? Really excited to have you on. For the individuals that are watching that don't know the two of you, maybe you could start off with just sharing your story, a little bit of your background, and then we're going to get into some good stuff. And by the way, those of you watching, I'd highly recommend you share this with your teammates, because I think all of us probably have people on our team that are struggling with their warm market. Anybody? Smash the heart button if you have anybody on your team that has a not so great warm market. I know that was my issue when I first started out in network marketing. I'm like, everyone I know is like either not interested or they have no money. So that's kind of tough. I think this is going to be a valuable conversation for those individuals on your team that just want to find ways to spread their wings on social media and find their people. Anybody else want to find their people, find their humans? So Kacy and Kylie, start off with your story, and just really excited to have you on.
What's up, John? All right. Well, first off, thank you so much for having Kacy and I here. My name's Kylie. This is Kacy. Obviously, we're twins, if you can't tell. We've been building this business together for 7 years, and When Kacy and I first got introduced to this industry, like John said, I had just graduated from college. I had no clue what I wanted to do the rest of my life. I was waiting tables, and I could make more money waiting tables than I could with my college degree. Someone introduced me to an opportunity, completely fell in love with it, but it took both of us a while to find success. Our first 3 years, we didn't make any money whatsoever. And then that company actually got shut down on us, but we still fell in love with the vision. And then that brought us to our current company. We've been with our current company for 4.5 years now, and it's been a work in progress, right? I truly believe your success is determined when you are consistent, but also take action. For the first 3 years, Kacy and I didn't really take action. We didn't know what we were doing.
We treated our business like a hobby, not like a business.
And then what happened, actually, the thing that really transformed us from making no money to a consistent income was starting to do live videos. And huge shout out to John and Nadya Melton, because they're the exact reason why we started doing videos.
Wait, I want to ask a question to the comments. If John and Nadya were the ones who inspired you to do live videos, share with us in the comments what month and year they inspired you to do that. Because I think it was in 2016 of September. Kylie and I did our first 30-day video challenge with John and Nadya. And it's kind of crazy. Ever since then, ever since those first 30 days, Kylie and I have been making a consistent income in network marketing. But I do remember we had done 30 days of videos. We were all excited and we were nervous every single video. And then we stopped. We stopped with the consistency. And then we were getting dinner with Nadya Melton, and Nadya goes, girls, and if you've ever been in the presence of Nadya, her presence is just amazing, but she is determined, right? So girls, how are your videos going? Kylie and I looked at each other, and we're like, we haven't done one since our 30-day challenge. She's like, what are you doing? And then when Nadya's looking at you, she said, girls, you're being selfish, not sharing your goodness with the world. That conversation changed my life. And that was about 4.5 years ago. 6 months later, we did another one of John and Nadya's 30-day video challenges. And then we've been doing videos every single day since. And it's because of them and learning from both of you. So we're very grateful for you, and teaching us how to build a business online, and building a brand online has been so powerful. And
I'd like to also point out that it's so cool that you do them together, because I'm sure a lot of us wish our spouse, our sibling, our whoever, right? Someone close to us would do this with us. And I just have to say that is such an awesome advantage. And for those of you that obviously don't have a twin sibling, right? Maybe you don't have a spouse that wants to do the business with you. You can find teammates to do this with. You can do dual broadcasts, right? Like what I'm doing right now. This is an interview. This is a dual broadcast. I just think it's so cool that you guys would do them together, because, I mean, look, ultimately, I love doing videos, but there is some power in having someone with you doing the video, right? You can feed off of each other, bounce ideas off of each other, share ideas and concepts with your audience. I just think it's so cool that this hashtag Twinspiration that you all started years ago, and you're continuing to do those videos every single day, even when maybe some days you don't feel like it. Some days maybe you're tired. Some days you're busy. It's the weekend, whatever. But every single day showing up with value. And I'm going to assume that not every video is a home run. Not every video does that well, but you just show up all the time anyway. And there's always going to be someone that's like, doing videos, that's really tough for me. Well, guess what? It's tough for anyone at first. The only way to get good at something is by doing it. And you both have gotten so great at doing videos. And I know at this point, you probably don't get as nervous, do you?
Nervous. And we don't even have to plan our videos like we used to. I want to say our first 6 months of doing videos, Kylie and I would take us forever to come up with a topic and plan the points that we were talking about, and plan the title and the call to action. And we honestly had never planned our content in advance whatsoever. And then now we'll just sit down 5 minutes before we do a video, and we'll plan it out, and we'll be able to execute. But it did take a little bit of time to be able to do that. And I love that you bring up, having each other. Someone had brought it up to Kylie and I don't know, probably a couple months ago. They said, girls, it's like you're having a mastermind. And that's exactly what happens when we are live together. I love in the book, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill talks about the mastermind, right? when you have two or more minds together, an additional mind is formed. So I think that's one of the big benefits of having two people on video is you get to have that mastermind together. And I love what John Maxwell says. He says, my best ideas come from other people. So the combination of having a mastermind, and then we're constantly giving each other ideas of what to talk about, and then different points, or if we need to reiterate a point. So it really does. We're very grateful. We kind of joke with our team when they ask us, I want to do videos with somebody else. Like, you need a prop. And I know it, like if you have a husband or a dog, and it's not like they're just a prop, but it does attract more attention to you. It attracts more attention to you because it's something different and people aren't used to seeing that.
And I think something that really helped Kacy and I early on is at first we made a commitment of going live at a certain time every day just to hold us accountable. So we weren't wasting our whole day planning our content, being nervous about a live video. So we tried to get it done early and planned a time. And then eventually we didn't need to have that time because we started a streak. And once you have a streak, once you do something long enough, you don't want to not do that thing for one day just because you don't feel like doing it.
Right. It becomes a routine. It becomes part of your daily habits. And some of us, we have bad habits, and some of us have some great habits. And a habit is formed by just the consistency of showing up, which is why we do the video challenges once in a while, because it becomes a habit where you feel weird not doing it. It's like working out or whatever things you do every single day that are part of your daily routine, those habits. You notice that when you don't do it, you feel a little off. So like, I feel weird if I don't do a video, right? I feel weird if I don't show up and post something, share something, help someone in some way, shape, or form. And again, not every post and not every video does well, but you just keep doing it and you get better along the way. And by the way, you figure out what you enjoy talking about. You figure out what your audience gets value from. Like you just mentioned, you learn a lot from having conversations with others and the responses you're getting and the impact you're making helping other people. So I would love to also talk about, like, how did that transition into your team, right? How did you start getting your team to start doing these posts on social media? Like, where did that transition from, hey, we're doing a good job of showing up and providing value and doing videos, but now we want to help our teams with what to post on social and how to start using this referral post strategy that is absolutely, I think it's basically 10x your business in just the last year or so, correct?
Probably. Yeah, it's probably 10x our business.
Would anybody else be excited to 10x their business? Because this is it right here. Anyway, so go ahead.
So the big thing for if I'm coaching my team, of course, doing a live video every day, you don't need to do that. Kacy and I started a long time ago, but making a commitment to post every day, that's what we challenge our team to do. Just post once a day and make that a non-negotiable. So that's the one thing that we do to coach our team. But the first thing that really happened for us is we figured out referral marketing. And so with our specific company, we have a referral program. But if your company doesn't have a referral program, you can utilize giveaways. So whatever your company has, that's awesome. But for both of us, what happened was actually like 2.5 years ago, we were really started crafting the art of referral post, right? Once you do something enough, you learn what works, what doesn't work. And we had a lot of referral posts that completely bombed, things that didn't work out.
I would say over the last 2.5 years, between us and our team, we've had thousands of posts go up. And I mean, a lot of them have completely bombed, and that's okay. And I think that's the big thing that people get hung up on when they're like, oh, I need to learn how to use referral posts. And they try to do 1 or 2 or maybe 5 and they don't go well. And then they say, oh, referral posts don't work. Okay, we got to change our energy around the post. I think the biggest problem most people have when they are having that negative mindset of referral posts don't work for me, it's a mindset problem. We have to change the energy that we even put into the post. We have to change the way that we think about the post. When it comes to referral posts, that Kylie and I are helping coach our team, we have to change the energy. We have to say, this post is going to be amazing. Changing our mindset behind the post makes such a huge difference.
And so something that was really powerful for Kacy and I is that we started implementing referral posts with our own customers and then within our team. And we've really learned an exact science to do something successfully. And I love in the book of the Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles, he talks about success is found in doing things in a certain way. And when you do things in a certain way long enough, what happens? Results are inevitable. So we started crafting, and we can get into all the logistics of how to write a good referral post, how to get your customers or prospects to do a post for you later on in this training. But for for us, what we have is we have an exact science of success to help anyone, whether it's a customer, whether it's a prospect, whether we're launching a new team member, how they can utilize this referral post strategy to find success quickly.
And would you mind also real quick, just explaining what your definition of a referral post is? Because I know there's some people that are like, what is a referral post? What does that really mean? And I know you have a great explanation of that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So what a referral post is if you're in a product-based company, it would be about a specific product that you have. And I think something that's really important to bring up, this is going to be your hero product. This is the product that your company sells the most of. And it's a product that is in high demand. So a referral post would be about a product, but it's actually a curiosity post about a product. It's a curiosity post about a product that you have one of your customers or one of your prospects post for you to get new leads. So this is exactly how Kacy and I have tapped into thousands of other people's networks, how we've closed sales faster, because we simply ask a question. And what the question is,
this is the magic question.
Yeah, take notes, write this down in the comments. But what the question is, are you open to learning how we can earn you some free product credits? ? I'd love to help save you some money. Smiley face, something along those lines. No one's going to say no to that question, right? They say, yes, I'm open. And then we walk them through the referral post strategy. But really what it is, it's a curiosity post that someone else posts for you, but it's super intentional that it's not a canned post. Because as you can see on social media right now, canned posts don't work, especially on Facebook. We do like to tailor it to the person who's posting.
And with these referral posts, the big thing is just sharing benefits of what the product does. We're not sharing what's in the product. We're sharing what it does. We're sharing the benefit of the benefit. And we actually help our customers, or not potential customers, if they want to earn free product credit, we help them put a post up on their wall, and we use their words to actually create the post.
Exactly. And I love that too, because if you all think about it, in network marketing, we're typically taught to taproot our team, right? Like get into our team's network, find out who they know, help them build their teams, help those people build teams. And we're just recruiting recruiters to recruit recruiters. And that's typically about 3% of society. Let's be honest. 3% of the population is interested in owning a business. They're entrepreneurial minded. They think outside the box. I think we can all appreciate that most people do not have an interest in starting a business. That's why 97% of the population has a job. They work for somebody else. So with this referral post strategy, you're essentially tapping into the 97%ers, right? And Think and Grow Rich, they talk about 97% of the population works for other people, right? They don't have an interest in starting a business. And look, by the way, that's fine, right? That's fine. But they know people that would be interested in your products or your services, right? They would know people that would be interested in the business, right? And here's what's crazy. If you get someone to put up a referral post and they see the simplicity of our business, they put a referral post up, and Kacy and Kylie are going to break down this like GPS formula that they've used to figure out the psychology of what the post needs to be. But it's so smart because you're essentially having this person put up a post on their wall about the products, tag you in the post. And then if there's a lot of responses, how easy is it to tell that person, just so you know, you're literally missing out on money by not being a distributor. Like if you were to join the team, you wouldn't just be getting credits, you'd be getting commissions and getting credits. I'm just saying, I can cash the checks or you can cash the checks. It's up to you. But you're essentially backdooring a 97%er into getting involved. And look, by the way, if they don't get involved, that's fine. You've now just been exposed to their whole network. I learned a long time ago, it's not about the person you enroll, it's about who they know. Because at the end of the day, if you enroll someone that introduces 0 people to the opportunity or the products, they introduce you to 0 people, how far is that person going to go in the business? Probably not very far. So it's all about who they know and who those people know. And that's where, so once you get a whole bunch of people responding to this referral post, let's say it's 20 people. Those people, those are 20 people you can now become friends with on Facebook. You can get them on the products. Guess what those 20 people can do? Kacy and Kylie, what can those 20 people now do?
Those 20 people can now do posts for you. So you just literally went from 1 person to 20 people, which can lead to 400 people.
Right.
And It's crazy. So I love what John always says. He always says, every dud leads to a stud, right? You never
And
know.
he says that in the nicest way possible.
Very politely.
Dud.
What's super important about this is figuring out how you can tap into your friends' networks, right? So I have an example. I had a girl join my team about 60 days ago. I met her through a referral post. The poster wanted nothing to do with the business. I met her through a referral post. She's 25 years old. She's about to hit one good leadership rank in our company because I taprooted that one person. That her team has now grown to a team of 5. Last month, her team did almost 10,000 in volume.
Wow. No experience.
She's 25 and she's doing this on Facebook, right? Everyone looks at millennials and they say, oh, how do I teach a millennial how to build a business? Oh, we have to go to Instagram. I do believe you can do it on Instagram, but she has proven that you can still do it on Facebook because every person has a rich aunt. Everyone has someone who wants to support them or can afford the products if they personally can't.
And I love that you bring up taprooting, John, because what Kylie and I do actually is we have people put up posts and that might be a dud, right? But we have each person actually set up 3-way chats. It doesn't matter if they're a customer or if they're not a customer yet, if they're just a prospect, if they're a little bit techie and coachable. I've probably taught, 200 people how to set up a 3-way chat. And we take them one step at a time. We say, hey, are you open to earning some free product credit? I'd love to help save you some money. We're not condensing steps. That's the most important part. And I think that's why most people struggle with getting posts up. They try to condense steps. You can't condense steps. You can't just, what does that say? You give somebody a sip of water, not fire hydrant of water.
Right. Fire hose them.
Fire hose them. Yeah, that's what people do.
You're parched. Relax. Yeah.
They fire hose with too much information, and that's why the posts don't actually work. So we ask the first question. No one says, no, I'm not open. There's a reason we say open, right? Are you open to earning free product credit? And then the next step, we share with them just 2 sentences about what we're going to do. And they say, yeah, that sounds good. And then the next step is where we say, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions to get your post ready for you. And we go through step by step, and we can go through that later if you'd like. But when we get to the end of it and the post is up, I'm having that poster set me up in 3-way chats. I'm teaching that poster how to edify me in a 3-way chat. What does that do? I'm meeting their warm market with them edifying me, and then amazing things start to happen. I start taprooting and building chemistry with these people I'm put into chat with. Lauren, one of the amazing women who joined our team the last couple months, Kylie knew she was going to recruit her. The first 3 messages back and forth, she said, oh my word, Case, this is going to be one of my new teams. She's definitely going to join our team. And that was just from a couple different exchanges of this girl being coachable and being excited to try the products. And that's where you'll find, and that's where we've created duplication within our team, is actually through taprooting from the referral post.
And yeah, you start looking when you're through the referral post, who will be my next teammate? And you start finding, who do you vibe with? Who are you dancing with in chat? Who's cool? And then that's how you can continue to move things along.
And I would love for you to break down that GPS formula, right? With how you come up with the psychology of the post, because I think this is so powerful. And this is why you are crushing it. Your team is crushing it. You're having record growth. And it's crazy because it really is such a simple concept, but people, they overcomplicate it, right? Or they might not overcomplicate it, but they go in the direction of like being very salesy, right? They're very like, hey, I've got this product and it's really awesome and you should totally buy it. Hit me up if you want the deets. And it's just, they get crickets. It's like the tumbleweeds. It's just not effective. So maybe you could talk about that as well, because I think that's a super powerful aspect of the referral post, is coming up with the actual post, like what's working, what's effective.
Right. Yes, we will definitely go over that. I hate when people say, hit me up.
It makes me feel icky. Reading the post makes me feel bad.
Right. You're like, now I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't want to. That's weird. Why did you say that?
Right.
And there are certain times when you can put a call to action on a post, and we only do it when we're doing giveaways. When you're giving away something for free, a call to action is fine. Other than that, it looks a little bit spammy and it makes people feel uncomfortable. I'm a network marketer. I've been full-time in network marketing for 3 years. I get uncomfortable when I see those posts. I can't imagine somebody who isn't in the industry, how they feel. They feel icky and they are not going to reach out to the person.
All right, we're going to jump into this. Okay, so how to write a referral post. I love that John refers to as GPS. So if you're in the comments, I need you to drop this in the comments. Gratitude, pain point, solution. GPS, gratitude, pain point, and solution. So this is a simple way of how you can frame any post when it comes to writing a referral post. So your friend said, yes, I want to do the post. We say, okay, great. So how the referral post works is gratitude. You want the first sentence of the post to be an enticing first sentence. And it's being grateful for a decision that they made. And this specifically can be for someone who has tried products or someone who hasn't tried products. But for Kacy and I, we're all about being super authentic and transparent. And what I mean by that is when someone hasn't tried the products, they're going to start this first sentence with, I can't wait to get my hands on this stuff. If someone has started the product, see, that's a line of gratitude. If someone is currently using the products, they're going to start the first sentence with something like, I'm so grateful I found this fountain of youth in a bottle. Whatever your hero product is, right? So using that first enticing sentence is really going to capture people's eyes. So you got them with the first part, right? So number one, gratitude.
You need to hook them, right? I love what Tony Robbins says. He says, it is in the moments of your decisions where your destiny is shaped. So this is being grateful for a decision, whatever decision that is. You're sharing that gratitude with that enticing first sentence. And then the second part is where the connection is made. And that is the pain point. So when we are walking somebody through setting up a referral post, we ask them two different questions. And we used to ask a ton of questions, and basically our intention was, I want to pull out their pain points and I want to be able to get benefits of what our products are doing. And that would take so long to try to pull out all these pain points, because you're like, I'm thinking, I know what I want her to say, and I know what pain point she does have, but now we figured it out. Okay, first question, what do you usually struggle with when it comes to living a healthy lifestyle?
That's good.
Do you know how many pain points can be pulled out of that one sentence? And then the second sentence is, what is inspiring you to start this journey? We ask those two sentences. So we'll just say, okay, great. They say, sounds good. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, great. I just have a few questions to get your post ready for you. They say, yeah, awesome. And then I send over those two questions. What do you struggle with when it comes to weight loss? And what is inspiring you to start this healthy lifestyle journey?
And this is what's super intentional. So now you have the person, your poster, you have them talking, you have their words, you have their grammar, you have their emoji usage, right? You, from them answering their questions, that you literally know how they're thinking through those questions. And then what you're going to do is the next thing, whatever your product is that you are selling, Kacy and I, we're in health and wellness, we sell weight loss, but whatever product that you're selling, you want to create a list of things, of solutions. So gratitude, pain point, and one thing I do want to bring up, what Brene Brown says is, vulnerability is the key to connection, right? So that's why we're getting these pain points out from someone. And then the last thing is solutions. So the solution is, what does your product do? We're not asking you, what is it? What are the ingredients? Why? Where did that ingredient come from? We're not asking you that, but what does your product do? So what are the solutions? What solutions do your product solve? So for different things that our product solves, I have a list of 15 things, and I send this over to my poster, and I'll say, which 5 things resonate with you the most? And so different examples of what I would say is fat loss and muscle toning, improves joint discomfort, curbs cravings, diminishes bloating, whatever it is. I send that over, and then I attach an emoji to each line. And then normally their response, they send me 5 emojis. I say, great. And then after I say that, I say, okay, comment on 20 people's posts while I get your post ready for you. And then this is my next philosophy.
Wait, this is really important. We teach our customer prospects or our customers to warm up their Facebook. They've never done that before, and they never ask questions. We always ask them, okay, comment on 20 people's posts while I get your post ready for you. Sometimes you have to explain what comment on people's posts means. But the amazing thing is they say, okay, great. And that gives both of us a timeline of, okay, I have about 5 minutes to put this post together. while they're commenting to get the post ready for them, and so they can post immediately after they've warmed up their Facebook algorithm.
All right, so let me give you an example. So we got all the information from them. This takes about 5 minutes. And how it works is, how I told you, is I take their words of their pain points. So what I do is I copy the words that they say and I paste it. And then I copy the solutions they chose and I paste it. And I just start the post like this. For example, if someone's who's never tried products before, it will say, I can't wait to get my hands on this stuff, this tablespoon, this whatever you have. Make it a little curious, right? And then the next thing is the pain point. So an example of a pain point would be, I struggle with energy to get through the day. I feel like I'm a walking zombie. I'm taking naps during my lunch break, and I hate who I see in the mirror. I decided I needed to make a change, and I saw my friend Kathy posting about this stuff. Kathy's lost 16 pounds in the last 2 months. I had to give it a try. And then it will say,
wait, sorry, what Kylie just said, either you are sharing some social validation of yourself or somebody you know. When you say my friend, like I just had a post go up 2 days ago, and I said it was for my friend Mindy, and I actually met Mindy through this woman named Lacey. So Mindy hadn't tried the products, right? But she said, I'm so excited to get my hands on this stuff. My friend Lacey has lost 6 pounds in her first week. I'm so excited to give it a try. And then she picked out her 5 emojis of what she was excited about. In that post, I was probably put in 35 group chats from somebody who had never tried the products, who's from a small town in Maine.
And think about this, y'all. I mean, y'all should be smashing the hard button and, more importantly, sharing the heck out of this and tagging your teammates, because the genius behind this, the fact that the woman hadn't even tried the products yet, and she had 35 people that were interested. And think about this also. You're basically getting her to do the business, right? She already did her curiosity post, right? She's got 35 group chats set up. Hello, that's our whole freaking business. Right? Like, it's just so smart. Again,
Rod, you'll get a kick out of this. I asked her to add her to our ATM groups too.
Oh, that's even better.
I asked the customer, she had just ordered her products, and I said, okay, great. I'm going to start getting back to these chats. Do you mind adding each person that you set me up in a chat with to our ATM Facebook group? She said, oh yeah, of course.
She's literally doing the business. And maybe she decides to become a distributor, maybe not. But ultimately, those 35 people might become distributors. Those 35 people can all do referral posts. And you're literally taprooting customers that are referring customers that are referring customers. And I just, this to me, the reason I like this so much, well, there's multiple reasons, but one reason I love it is you're helping people that have never done network marketing do network marketing, and you never have to worry about whether someone has a good warm market or not, right? Because if they can get their friends and family or their customers to put up posts on their walls, even if their warm market is limited, they don't have a great warm market, they probably have someone in their warm market that has a good warm market, if that makes sense. And you're essentially, again, backdooring these people into doing the business. They don't even realize, like, this is all we really do. They have a perception of what we do. But once you get them to put up that post, do the group chats, and you even got them ATMing. That's basically, like, when I launch a new person, the 3 things I want them to do is do some type of public post creating curiosity. I want them ATMing, and I want them doing group chats. This is all I want a new person to do. You're getting them to do the business. They don't even know it. It's so smart. And those are going to be people that'll probably upgrade to become distributors, which is why your business is exploding. And 95% of your business has came from referral posts. And y'all, just so you know, this is an organization that does over $100,000 in monthly sales. Their business, Kacy and Kylie's team, will do over $1 million this year. So this isn't like some small itty bitty business. This is a very large organization, and the majority of their volume also comes from customers. Look, if you want to build a real business in network marketing, the reason people don't like what we do is because the majority of the businesses, the companies out there, it's self-consumption, right? It's distributors recruiting distributors, recruiting distributors. Everybody's just recruiting people that want to make money, when the truth is 97% of the population that does not want to build a business, they would use your product. They would use your service. Anyway, rant over. I know you had more to share.
Well, no, I love that you bring this up. And something that happens in the process is you're training your new person, right? You're training the customer, you're training your potential distributor, you're training them how to build a business. So
Right.
here's the thing is the person, it's easier for them to make a decision to join because they see other people are interested, right? They're like, oh, well, if you're making my money, then if I just join, I can make my own money. And that's the fear a lot of people have when it comes to joining one of these businesses. If they have the fear that they're not going to get anyone to buy or they're not going to be able to recruit anyone. So
Right.
right from the get-go, you're giving them the belief they can do this too. So it's something that's super powerful. But to close up,
And you're building rapport with them in the chat.
Right.
You're building that relationship. If you can build relationship with this customer or this potential customer in the chat and you're treating them like a team, like when I get somebody to get a referral post up, I am celebrating them. I'm probably coaching them a little bit, but I'm celebrating them. And they have somebody who's believing in them. Do you know how, and somebody who's appreciating them. Do you know how often people go through life and they don't have somebody to instill belief into them or to show appreciation for them?
Right.
We're constantly building rapport in those chats. And then what happens? They say, wow, I have support. What is another big objection when people go to join a network marketing business? They say, well, I've been in something like that and I didn't have support. If they see support as a customer, what will they get as a social marketer or distributor?
Well, it's interesting too, because just watching this or, listening to you guys do that, I'm just thinking about all my referral posts and I actually typically have the person message me. So I love that you're having them literally ATM instead of group chats. It's just genius. Like, y'all, this is straight fire. And if someone on your team is struggling, like this is a strategy that anyone can implement, right? This is something that anyone can implement. Now, I know some of the questions will be, well, what do you do if maybe the person does a referral post and it gets crickets? That'll be one question. Or what do you do if, someone, doesn't want to do the referral post? Like I've had some people say, well, I've asked people to do a referral post and they say yes, but then when I actually, try to get them to do it, they won't do it. So I'd like for maybe you to overcome those two questions, concerns that people come up with. Often that's something I hear. Now I know what I say, but I would love to know what you say.
No, I think these are two phenomenal questions. So something that Kacy and I do, we sometimes throw our team in hot water in the most polite way possible. So when we hear people say, I can't get people to do a referral post, it's not working, everyone's saying no. Well, we do leverage giveaways a lot. And if you can't afford a giveaway, ask your upline to help you out with a giveaway. And so that's something that I think that's the first fear of a giveaway is, well, I really want to do a giveaway, but I can't afford it. Ask your upline to help you. Being able to ask for help is super powerful. And so even early on in our career, John, amazing upline. John helped us tremendously and we're so grateful for him for that. But so what happens is, okay, so we have a private customer accountability group. We also have a private ATM group. So what do we do in those groups? We're going to do a post in the group and say, hey, we're doing a giveaway for a free bottle of X, Y, and Z. Drop a heart below and tag the person who invited you here for info, right? Those posts get like 30, 40, 50 comments, right? Maybe in our bigger ATM group, it gets hundreds of comments. Well, what happens is one of our teammates who says, oh, I can't get referral post up. And then they come to us like, hey, Susie, just tag me in something. What is this? Oh my word, like this is such a great thing, because how do you get entered in the giveaway? You do a referral post, right? So we teach them, okay, here's the first step you're going to say to them. Hey, Sally, can't wait to get you entered in the giveaway. It's super simple. You just have to X, Y, and Z. We give them a little verbiage. Sound good? Everyone says yes, right? So
everyone wants to go into the drawing. They want to win the giveaway and they're willing to do whatever it takes.
And then we walk them through the same exact process of how to put up a referral post. And it's really valuable because the customer or the prospect that's in the ATM group, they're thinking, what's in it for me? You always have to think in the best interest of your customer. And then what happens is we get them entered in the giveaway, they do a referral post. And then the genius thing is we actually push to a presentation for our giveaways. So we'll either do it in our ATM group or a live video. Kacy and I, if you want to see an example of one of those, Kacy and I just did one earlier this week. We push them to a live giveaway. So what happens, they get entered in the referral post, get entered in the giveaway, even if they couldn't afford products, even if they're a prospect, even if they're a person who could never get a referral post up, right? They get entered in this giveaway, then they have to be live to win on the presentation, and then we sell them on the presentation. right? A lot of times what happens is why people aren't making a buying decision is because they need more information. And so that's the first question, John, to answer you. How to get someone to do a referral post is we
promote it in your Facebook groups. I cannot tell you for this last giveaway we did how many people on my team who weren't doing anything literally put them into immediate action. Why? Because their name got tagged 3, 5, 8 times of people who said, yeah, I want to win a bottle. I want to win this. And it put them into action. And if they didn't necessarily feel comfortable learning how to help somebody get a referral post up, that's what we're here for. We help them. And then once you do a couple of them, they get really easy, but it put them into immediate action. So if you want your team to start doing it, promote free stuff in your customer Facebook groups or in your regular ATM groups.
Right. And to be clear, you're giving away a product, right?
Yeah, giving away a product.
And the thing is, let's say you have 50 referral posts go up, there might only be 1 or 2 winners. And it's just like the amazing thing that like all these people will put up a post on their wall, knowing that there's a very small chance of them actually winning something. But to them, it's so easy, right? It's so easy just to put up a post on their wall. And again, you're telling them exactly what to say. You're giving them coaching on it. It's just, like sometimes we, again, overcomplicate this, but we don't realize the power of a giveaway or a contest or, where someone can win something and you give them a simple step, right? And I love that you have the person tagging the I guess it's not their sponsor because they haven't even joined yet, but they're tagging the person that invited them to the group. Like, it's just so smart because now the person that invited them, they might even be doing much. How many of us have people on our team that aren't doing much? But all of a sudden, someone they ATM'd, someone they added to the group is tagging them with interest. They're like, wait a second, maybe I should like do stuff. You're like, yeah, probably should. It's so smart. Love it.
John, what was your other question?
What do you do when someone does a referral post, but they get crickets? They don't really get a response.
So that's a really great question too. And the big thing is not every referral post is going to pop, right? If you're getting crickets on referral posts, it means you haven't done enough posts. And that's a big thing that Kacy and we coach our team on is you never know which post is going to get a lot of engagement. But like Kacy said earlier, it's the energy you put behind the post.
And I love the personal transformation formula that Bob Hiley teaches. It's the circumstance, thoughts, feeling, action, result. So the circumstance here is the referral post.
Right.
And then we have 2 options of the thought we put towards the referral post. 1, it's not going to work. Or 2, it is going to work. And then the feelings we put behind that, right? The feeling is, I am so excited. I'm going to get leads. I'm going to make money. I'm going to help people get healthy. The negative feeling would be like, oh, this doesn't work. I'm not going to help anybody. And then what's the negative result? A negative thought is always a negative result. Same thing the other way around. Oh, this post didn't work. I'm going to have to do another one. What is the action I take? Oh, I got crickets. Oh, I probably should do another one.
Well, and also they could do it in their story, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, hey, it didn't work on my wall. Let me try it in my story. Let me try a poll. Like, you mix things up, you test things out. I mean, it's interesting because one of the reasons you are so successful, and yeah, these strategies are great. There's lots of strategies out there. But the difference with the 2 of you is you kept showing up. You kept doing the videos. You kept doing the work. You kept, like you said, you've had thousands of referral posts put up between you and your team, and hundreds of them bombed. Hundreds of them did not do well. But then there was hundreds that did do well. The key is the thousands. That's the key. The key is the consistency. The key is showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. And there's always going to be people that watch something like this and they're like, oh, I don't understand it. I got to figure this out. It's overwhelming. And it's like, yeah, but everything is figure outable. Kacy and Kylie figured it out. Because I know some of you that are watching, you're in other network marketing companies and you're like, I need to understand all of this. Well, Kacy and Kylie didn't understand all of it when they first started, but they earned while they learned, right? They tweaked. They tested, they tweaked, they figured out what was working, they figured out what wasn't working, and they just continue to evolve over time. And it's just interesting because, again, I remember when they first started doing videos. I remember when they first started doing referral posts, and to see what they've created, it's awesome that they fine-tuned it. But the other thing is they fine-tuned it by showing up and doing the work and working on themselves and developing the skills to be a leader and help people. And this is why when you start building a team and you start to build up your confidence and your posture and your leadership skills, that comes with the fact that you can help someone. You're so sure that if someone is coachable and they plug into what you've created, and I know for some of us, we're not there yet. Maybe we're not ready to create our own ATM group. We're not ready to take on that leadership responsibility. But at some point that has to happen if you want to make the big bucks. You know, the bigger the impact, the bigger the income. And that's why Kacy and Kylie have been so successful, especially this year where their business has really flourished. By the way, during a challenging time for a lot of people. There's a lot of people right now, obviously, because of what's going on in the world, their income, their business, their life has gone backwards, right? Their life is in turmoil, but Kacy and Kylie kept showing up even with everything going on, and they actually leveled up during this time. They're leveling up when there's people right now that are going backwards, right? That have plateaued, but because they're so sure of what they're doing, when they bring people in, and you can just hear it in their confidence, their mindset, you know, they're speaking life into existence. So many of us don't realize the power in our tongue, right? Life and death is in the power of the tongue. So you got to be very careful what you think about, what you speak about, because that's what you're going to bring about. And, you know, again, as great as these strategies are, if you go into this strategy, just like any other strategy. I mean, we talk strategy. We do videos all the time teaching everyone how to build their businesses, how to build on social, all the things. But if you go into it with the wrong mindset, you are going to crash and burn, and you're going to go, oh, doesn't work. And it's like, well, it worked for other people. So what's the common denominator? You. What's the variable? You. So if you have success, your fault. If you fail, guess what? Your fault. Everything is figure outable. If you show up, you do the work, you're willing to test and tweak. And by the way, you're willing to look silly. You're willing to start small. Brendon Burchard talks about this. The reason most people don't achieve success, they're not willing to start small. Kacy and Kylie, they were willing to do videos with, how many live viewers did you have on your videos in the beginning?
Oh, none.
None.
You know, like you just see the live button, and you're like, oh, there's a 1 next to the live.
Oh, that's
and
boring.
there's 3, and then there's 5, right? But you have to show up for that one person, and that's something we've learned from you and Nadya. It's, if there's one person watching your video, you're going to show up for that person.
Right. What if it was Oprah?
Provide
what if it was
value.
Oprah? Right.
Think about it. We used to do lives every day at 12, and we'd have coffee, right?
Yeah.
I used to think, oh, well, I'm just on a coffee date with this one person. I guess I'm grateful I'm at home rather than driving to the coffee shop. And that's how we started showing up, for months. I love something Ray Higdon taught us is don't check your gauges. There's never been a time where I looked at my video and said, oh man, wow, 25 views, that really sucked. Like, that is 25 people that I could have impacted.
Right. And here's the other thing. It's good to not have a lot of people watching you when you see a video. Like, my videos in the beginning were brutal. I'm glad a lot of you didn't know me. Like, some of my videos, like, and I leave them up on my wall, but they are cringeworthy, man. Like, I watch them, I'm like, dude, that is so painful. And I always think about this too, because I'm like, I hope I don't feel that way 5 years from now when I watch these videos. Like, I hope I don't go, all right, maybe I will. Maybe I'll be like, man, I was a stuttering fool, or who knows? But I think it's really important for us to understand you're either winning or learning. It's your choice. It's your choice to look at it that way. Some people go, I'm losing, I'm failing, I'm struggling. First of all, I don't even like saying those words on your behalf. I don't like, you know what word I really despise is BROKE. I won't even say it.
I don't like that one.
I don't like that one. Because it's a word that, like, you speak about is what you bring about. You got to be very careful with what you say, and you got to speak life into existence. You got to believe in the possibility that you can be just as successful as Kacy and Kylie. Because again, for me, it's easy because I remember where I came from. And I remember where Kacy and Kylie got started. I remember how a lot of these success stories, a lot of the people that we work with or we're friends with, associated with, like, I saw them go from dud to stud. I saw them go from average to savage. I saw them showing up. And I also saw a lot of people that had the potential quit. Make excuses, feel sorry for themselves. Woe is me. My sponsor quit. My upline sucks. My company this, that. And by the way, sometimes that stuff is valid. I get it. Like, I've had really crappy upline. I've had really bad companies or businesses that I've been associated with. I've made bad choices. We've all been there. We've all had those things happen in our lives, but you can learn from them. You can learn from those mistakes. You can learn from, like, I learned more from bad leadership than I did from good leadership, believe it or not. So anyway, I went on a tangent there, but I think it's so important to have the right mindset going into these practices, because at the end of the day, if you don't have the right mindset, these strategies are going to work for you. You're not going to get the results. You got to keep doing it and doing it and doing it until the job gets done. So any closing thoughts, anything you two want to share that you think would be advantageous for people that are like, hey, I'm ready to start doing referral posts, like maybe a target, maybe a goal, how many referral posts should people get up per day? I'd be curious to maybe, know what your thoughts are on that.
Okay, awesome. Well, one thing I do want to bring up, John, before we answer that question, is that something that you just brought up was so valuable. And what that is you have to, if your business isn't working right now, some people ask us, wow, how are you girls still here? You've gone through a lot of stuff. There's been ups and downs. There's been a lot of hard things you've gone through. How are you here? Why are you still in the network marketing industry? And so something really pivotal happened to Kacy and I is when we weren't seeing success, we finally made the decision to keep going until, right? We're going to keep showing up. We're going to keep going until we find success. A lot of times what happens is people quit 3 feet from gold, right? We've all read Think and Grow Rich, where we've all read the first chapter, Think and Grow Rich, where a lot of people,
we've at least started it. You've gotten through the 3 feet from gold.
Hopefully you've gotten through that chapter. But what happens is people are met with temporary defeat. So let me be super transparent with you. Over the last 3.5 years, I've had 2 knee surgeries. I didn't have health insurance. I literally quit to go full-time in network marketing. I tore my ACL. Since then I've had 2 knee surgeries. I didn't have health insurance. We've had a lot of issues, family issues. We've had a lot of temporary defeat moments. But every time we were met with an obstacle, what we'd always say is, wow, this is going to make a really good story. Right? This is going to be the next part to our story. And so often when those temporary defeats happen to us, we recognize we were being tested. And as a leader, this is something you really have to acknowledge, is when there is an obstacle in your life, recognize you're being tested. And once you recognize you're being tested, that's most often the time you overcome the obstacle. And that's been every day when something's happening with our team, there's drama, whatever it is. We say, okay, we're being tested right now. Something great is about to happen. And then what happens? A breakthrough, right? We meet the person who brings us to the next level of our business. And I think that's something for you here today. If you're struggling with your business, if you're going through hard things, recognize the tests in your life as just temporary. And it's over the obstacle, you overcome it, and the blessings come. But you have to learn the hard things through the struggle. Right? Through struggles, we become vulnerable and we have to learn lessons, and we're forced to work on areas of our lives of our weaknesses. For me, when I've had the 2 knee surgeries, I'm now a year post-op. But for me, I was forced. It was literally, I feel like a joke from God, where I quit my full-time job too early. And then God said, okay, all you can do is work now because you can't move. Right. So I accepted that injury. I remember 5 minutes, I got the call when I needed to get a surgery. And 5 minutes after that, Kacy cried before I did. But I said, what can I do in spite of this? What did I do?
I don't even think you really cried. Like,
but regardless, so this is a really cool story. So I was like, okay, what can I do in spite of this? So I joined ACL Facebook groups. I joined knee communities. What happened? I started friending up a bunch of people. What happened? I met one girl that I met in that community did a referral post for me. That referral
Did she buy products before she did?
She did not buy product beforehand. And that girl led me to 70 new leads, which probably in total has led me to 350 leads. Me going through her numbers because I had a knee surgery.
Like, think about that though, right? That's just like, you think this bad thing is happening to you, and it's just God redirecting you. And so many of us get caught up in the woe is me, I feel sorry for myself, instead of embracing the fact that, like, hey, you know what? It could be worse. Some people might say, well, how could it be worse than this? It's like, well, you could be dead. I mean, it could always be worse. There are people in third world countries that would kill for our problems, right? Our first world problems, right? It's just interesting when you put it in that perspective, like, gosh, you could have that same knee issue in the 1600s. Then what would you do? Good luck with that, right? Thank God we have the technology and the science to go through something like that, which is painful. It's terrible, but you can at least resolve it. And you can take that experience and say, you know what? I'm going to use this to my advantage, and I'm going to go join some groups where I can meet people that have gone through the same thing. Like, and it's crazy how when you look at your life in reverse, you realize some of the worst things that happened to you redirected you into something much better. But it's hard to think like that when you're going through it. It's hard to have that perspective when you're in the middle of it, but you have to faith it till you make it. You have to have that blind faith that, like, you know what? This sucks. Embrace the suck. What am I learning?
And tell yourself that one thing. This is going to make a really good story.
Yeah,
Kylie and I probably, our first year, we quit our full-time jobs too early. We started doing those Facebook Lives. And our first year, we just kept saying, wow, this is going to make a really good story. This is going to make an even better story. Kylie and I were competitive athletes. We play ultimate frisbee competitively. That's how Kylie tore ACL, right? So that was God redirecting both of us that you need to stop spending so much time training and playing ultimate, right? And start focusing on your business and using that as it's just a detour. And because that happened, our businesses are where they are today, but it wasn't, if we didn't have all that temporary defeat, we wouldn't have learned the skills we needed to learn. We wouldn't have connected with the people that we needed to connect with. But I want to recap on the GPS post, because we didn't get to the end of it. We just got so excited about everything in between. So your first thing when you're writing your post, you're doing your gratitude. Second part, pain point. Third part, solution. What does that product do? And even if you can find a benefit of a benefit, those are our favorite kinds of benefits. Oh, my husband won't stop complimenting me. You know, we have a new product launch happening the end of this month. One of our team members called us and she said, oh my word, my husband complimented my legs for the first time in 20 years. And I said, Teddy, you better share that story over and over and over and over. But she didn't realize how powerful it was, right? So you can do referral posts over any product, just grabbing those benefits, sharing those benefits. And then, as we mentioned, we always follow that 3-part formula. And then if we are doing a giveaway, we have a call to action for the giveaway. If there's no giveaway, we just finish the post with a sentence or two about what the product can do.
I love it. It's so smart, it's so simple. And it's something that each and every one of us can do. It doesn't matter what company we're in. It doesn't matter what kind of products or services we're marketing. At the end of the day, there are benefits to your product. There's a reason. And look, by the way, if there is no benefit, what are you doing? Like, I mean, like, your product better benefit, right? It's like you said, if your product targets cellulite, which is what our new product is, you know, focused on helping, you know, specifically women. I mean, dudes got it too, but like, dudes probably don't care. But there's women that are like showing their before and after pictures after like 1 week. And it's mind blowing. That is such an easy product to get people to want to promote. And it doesn't even have to be that complicated. It can be as simple as, like you said, like, my husband won't keep his hands off me, right? He paid me a compliment on my legs for the first time in 20 years. Like, that is so simple and so powerful. And when you really start to think about it, that's the reason we do what we do, right? That's the reason we market the products we do. That's why we're in the opportunity that we're in. It's that it can provide value. It can provide a benefit and solve a problem in someone's life, financially, health-wise, whatever it is. And I think we just need to sit down and really think through, what are those benefits? What are the pain points? Like, what does my audience struggle with? The people that are on my team now, why are they in this business? The customers that we've acquired, why did they buy this product? Why are they using this product? Like, what was the problem they were trying to solve? It's, you know, I talked about this in the video I did yesterday. People don't buy toothpaste, they're buying white teeth. And then why do they want white teeth? Because they want to be confident. They want to look good, right? They want to make their ex jealous, whatever, right? They're going to their 20-year reunion, their high school reunion, right? And they want people to be like, damn, you still look good, right? Whatever it is. So we just got to think through this stuff and get smarter with our marketing efforts and the practices behind what we're doing with our teams, you know. And I think, you know, that last point, just, you know, how many referral posts should someone try to get up? If they've got big goals and they're serious, what do you think would be a good target, a good number, if you will, to get up X amount of posts, you know, per day, per week, per month?
Yeah. So the way that we break it down with our team is actually, get this, when they tell us what their goal is or how much money they want to make, right? We break it down to what rank they want to hit. So we have, you know, a couple different customer ranks. So if you want to hit the first level customer rank, 1 referral post a week.
I like it.
How simple is that, right? Our first customer rank is 500 points. 500 points and 5 customers. Our second customer rank is 1,000 points. Okay, so for 1,000 points, you're going to want to do 2 referral posts a week. And then as we start moving up into our customer compensation plan, what happens is, yes, if you want to hit the top rank of our customer plan, guess what? You're going to have to be doing a lot of freaking referral posts. But it's all based on your goal and your desire of how much money you want to make, what rank you want to hit, and then breaking it down to how many referral posts you need to hit that rank.
I love it.
Yeah. So this is super intentional. So if you want to, depending how much you want to sell, and what we've really actually crafted down to a science of, if you wanted to hit the top customer rank in our company, that would be about 20 referral posts a month. Right. So that's almost 1 post every other day. So you really have to just go through the numbers. You're going to get better at writing the referral post. You're going to get better at doing it. And the last part I do want to bring up is that you can't judge a book by its cover. So often we get into,
this is so important.
We get into internet marketing, and there are some of those internet marketers who actually don't know any of their warm audience. So sales are harder. It's harder for them to close sales because all their friends are internet marketers. But for example, we had a girl up in this town. It's a township in Maine, which means there's not an actual town name, of 107 people in her township. She knew everyone personally on her Facebook. She has about 300 Facebook friends. She did a referral post, and it got over 100 comments because her friends love and trust her.
And they know her in real life.
They're going to do whatever Helen does. Right?
That's
Helen's trying this thing. So I think so often we look at someone's friend count. We say, oh, they only have 400 friends. It's not worth it for me to ask them to do a referral post. What we forget is they are best friends with 300 of those people. Right. And I think that's something that's super, super intentional. So
it's so funny too, because when I got started in network marketing, it's like make a list of 100. And it was like when we signed up someone that actually did that, because a lot of them would be like, I got a list of 15 people, or like, oh boy, right? Like, let's see what happens. Roll the dice. Like, let's hope for the best. If someone made a list of 100, it was like, damn, this person's coachable. They got 100 names. 400 is a lot of humans, right? That's a lot of people. And you hit the nail on the head. 300 of them are actually close friends. Like you have no idea until someone gets that post on their wall. I mean, I have tens of thousands of followers, and I guarantee most of them, they're already in a network marketing company. We don't have that type of relationship. So you hit the nail on the head. It's so true. You have no idea. And on the flip side, right? And I love this quote by Eric Worre: you'll be punished or rewarded based on the life you led prior to getting involved in network marketing. Don't assume because someone's got thousands of followers that if they do a referral post, they'll get any responses. I mean, on the flip side, someone might have a lot of friends, but those aren't real friends, or those people don't trust this person, or who knows, they just added a bunch of random people. You just don't know. You have no idea until someone puts the post up. And if you do find yourself in that category of like, I put up posts and I get crickets, well, then you have to work on your likability. You have to work on building up your social equity, building up your personal brand, providing value. Maybe just stop selling for a whole 30 days and just share ideas and tips that can serve the type of person you'd want to attract.
And yeah, something to go off from that, John. So I've had a post.
By the way, I'll be right back. I'm gonna let you guys keep talking. I'll be right.
Do your thing. So I had a post go up. It's probably 6 months ago, and then it was with this woman, and it got crickets. And let me be super authentic about this post. It was a canned post. It wasn't authentic to the person at all. It got crickets. The same girl did a referral post at a different time in the day. We really coached her. We got her pain points. She still had yet to buy products. And on that second post, she got 50 comments. So there's a lot of, if a post doesn't work, it's not like that post is not going to work all the time. I know Kacy and I always say the third curiosity post is where you make all your money.
The third curiosity post is the best post, right? Because you're showing that social proof and you are sharing those benefits of your story. We have some customers who on our team, right? We have some customers who have done 4, 5, 6 referral posts and they've never even joined the business. And that's what happens that's how our duplication is created within our team. It's by referral posts and finding the next person through referral posts. John and Nadya, they teach friend up 3 to 5 people every single day. What is the fastest way to talk to new people and more people? Referral posts. And then what can you do? You build connection with them. And the coolest part is they're interested in your product because they commented on that referral post.
And so we really want to inspire you today to go outside of your comfort zone. I also love what Eric Worre says. He says, say yes tell the world, and figure it out. This has been Kacy and I, our mantra for the last 4.5 years, is you don't need to know all the answers, but as long as you say yes, tell the world, you're going to figure out the answers. And I think it's better to take action before you're ready. You're never going to feel like you're ready to go to the next level, but take action anyway. If you're behind, take action, because action trumps any obstacles, right? If you're in a slump, if things aren't working out for you, take more action. And I can promise you're going to figure out the right answers. And for every leader, it's going to be unique to you what works. And you don't find that uniqueness until you show up consistently.
Right. Amen. And I also wanted to point out, you said the third post will be the one that like takes off on average, and you keep getting these people to put up posts. And I would be curious, how soon do you ask somebody if they're open to taking a look at the business? Because I ask them pretty early on, like, did you want to take a look at the products, or do you want to take a look at the products and how we make money from our phones? And a lot of people say, yeah, I'd like to take a look at the business too. How early on do you pop that question to see if they want to watch a 10-minute video on the business?
So we pop the question early because we want them to start thinking about the business early. But after we pop the question, I'm building the relationship. And then once they get the post up and we talk, oh, do you want to sell? Like, that's how easy the conversation can be when it comes to asking somebody to join your business. Oh, do you want to sell? Yeah, well, maybe I might want to sell. And then what happens, especially with the way our comp plan works, is when a customer refers a customer, they earn free product credit in our company. What happens when the customer, so we'll say it's Susie and Sally. So Susie refers Sally, and then Sally does the referral post. What happens? I'm making all the money off Sally's referrals, and Susie's not getting anything. So that's the time when we really push it. We're like, hey, you're not getting anything at this point. I met Sally through you. I want you to get credit for this, but right now I'm making money off your sales. And so that's how we close, especially at the end of the month too. We're like, if you enroll today, you'll be able to see all these customers on the 15th of next month. All these customers. So that's been super effective for us too.
Yeah,
no, that is
the next
really smart.
Yeah, the next generation is huge.
Yeah. I mean, if you hate money, I mean, I'll cash the checks. I have no problem.
Exactly.
But if you want the money, also, you should probably upgrade. Expose, involve, upgrade. That is the key. And here's what I'm going to challenge. Those of you that actually stayed on till the very end, smash that heart button if you did. Let me know in the comments. I know some of you got on late. I'd recommend you go back and watch this from the beginning. I know it's a longer video, but it's jam-packed with golden nuggets. I would challenge all of you. So you've been hearing me talk about the 100 box challenge. I would come up with like, a flip chart, whiteboard in your house somewhere, preferably somewhere where you can see it, walk past it. Like it'll hold you more accountable than if it's in like a notebook, but make 100 boxes. And your goal, you don't get caught up. Like you said, you don't check the gauges, right? You just say, my goal is to get 100 referral posts up. And every time I get a referral post up, I put a name in the box. That would be my goal if I were you. Now, I would also put some time sensitivity into it, right? Some urgency, like, what's your goal this month? Or maybe you say, hey, in the next 45 days, by the end of next month, my goal is to get 100 boxes filled out with 100 names of people that put up referral posts. And I'm not going to get hung up on the results. I'm not going to get hung up on how much money I'm making. I'm not going to get hung up on how many yeses. No, I'm just going to have a goal of getting 100 referral posts put up, and then maybe do it with your team as well. You could even have an incentive. Anyone that gets 100 boxes filled out by a deadline, a certain date, gets to be a part of like a group coaching call with like one of your upline leaders or whatever. But I think this is a really great thing to do because, I like to give you guys action, activity, like something to go out and do right away. I would say that would be a really great goal, is to put up 100 boxes somewhere in your house where you can, again, fill it out with a different name every single time you get up a referral post on someone's wall, and watch what happens, right? I talked about this with like, if you ATM 100 people, watch what happens if you get 100 referral posts put up, especially if you do it you have some urgency behind it. You get it done in the next like 2 weeks, the next month, whatever it is. And you're not even hung up on what the results are. You're just like, my goal is to get 100 put up, because think about it. How much are you going to learn if you get 100 referral posts put up on other people's walls? How many new friends are you going to make because of this? So anyway, that's it. That's all I had to share. Kacy and Kylie, if you have any closing thoughts, feel free.
No, John, thank you so much for giving us this opportunity today. And we are so grateful for you and Nadya and for your leadership. And thank you so much for everything today. We're just couldn't put more words of gratitude towards both of you and everything that you do for not only us and our company, but also this profession. You are helping so many people by sharing so much value.
Absolutely. And congratulations to you two, your teams. They're absolutely crushing it. I love seeing people win. I love the fact that you have people that have never done network marketing, people that are just like, hey, I'll put up a post, and they go from, no clue what network marketing is to rank advancing, having success, building a business. And it's just super cool. And that really, to me, that's the X factor. When you can help someone that's never done this before have success, like it makes it so it's limitless, right? Bringing people over from other companies and they bring their teams over. That's awesome. I love that too. But when you can help someone that's never done this before have success and make money, sky's the limit. So anyway, appreciate you ladies. You're amazing. I hope you all got value. If you did, smash the heart button. Make sure you tag Kacy and Kylie. You give them a follow, send them a friend request, send them a message, drop a post, let them know how much you appreciate them sharing for the last, we've been on like 70 minutes.
Oh,
anyway,
man.
love and appreciate you ladies. You're so amazing. And thanks for hanging out, everybody. Toodaloo.
Yeah. See ya.
Bye-bye.